Buddy, and welcome back to another episode of Small Engineering, where it's not the size of the motor but what you can do with it. In case anybody hasn't followed up on the other videos, we have an aluminum John boat, and we are putting a 200cc Chinese four-wheeler engine on it. Got the motor running good and everything. The last time we did a video, I was trying to figure out a way of connecting the motor to the drive shaft output on the boat. So let me give you all a little update on what we've got so far. I wanted to get a few things done so that way I had more stuff to talk about and get more videos on this. It's coming along very well. I was pretty impressed with it, but this is what we got. Alright, main thing I'm working on right now is the gear shift mechanism. Got a little assembly linkages going on. Shift my gears. I'm going to have a seat right here in the front, so I'm going to have another linkage going to that with a little shifter bar up here. But that's in a later time. The piece that I made for the drive shaft right here, I took a 27mm 6-point socket and put a adapter with a 3/8 drive extension and cut the female side into a male square. Put that on a 6-point 3/4 3/8 drive impact socket, and that fit right there on the motor. Pretty tight, so that worked out pretty good. And then doing my exhaust, running my exhaust out the side here. Made a little bracket, bolted it to the hull. I'm going to weld a coupler on this with a pipe that goes down the side of the boat to where it goes down in the water. And then I'm going to bring this whole thing to the shop, and I'm going to do a little bit of fine welds and seal all that up real good. And also put a mount over here. Got that bolted to the hull right there as well. Trying to keep down any type of vibrations and everything. It all seems to be lined up pretty well. I'm going to take a radiator hose and attach it to the carburetor here, and I'm going to run an intake up to here with a bracket and an air filter that hangs down right here. So and one of the things that we were working on last time was the output shaft where it goes through the hull. Here's the CV axle, the four-wheeler CV axle that I'm using. Okay, I got this square hole cut right here, and I got a piece of plate steel that's gonna be bolted to the bottom half of the boat to cover this hole. But I have to take this piece that I made, my propeller and all that stuff. This propeller spins independently. From my other videos I showed you, this was a Volkswagen water pump on the end of this tube here. It's all sealed in, but when I'm done, I'm going to silicone that water pump to that housing. But this end of the housing bolts directly to that bearing right there. And what I'm going to have to do is cut this right here, and I'm going to cut an oblong hole in the steel plate, and then I can bolt my steel plate, put the tube through it, tack it in place, and then take it to the shop and weld it up real nice so it doesn't leak. Then after that I can bring it back, put the assembly back in the boat, bolt it all up, put silicone on it, and then I shouldn't have to take it apart anytime soon. Then I can probably actually fill the tube with oil like I wanted to and leave it alone. I think it's going to do pretty well. So that's what I got so far. I'll keep you all updated on the next videos when I get more stuff done. Thank you for watching Small Engineering.